Now, the Peacocks came about to start with, I'll tell you, as a doctor friend of ours in town. He came up to one time, he says, "You got 50 acres out in the country, you could really use a couple of peacocks," and we thought that would be nice to do. So we started getting peacocks from him. My son named the first one Dumb Old Bob for whatever reason, and after that we decided to name him after famous people, and the female that had all the babies was Maybelle, and then we had Jeanette, and then we had Joe, and we had two white ones that we called Patty and Murph. But they liked music. I remember one time walking up the back driveway, there was somebody sitting out there along the driveway a little bit away practicing and playing, and these two peacocks walked up very slowly and laid down on their belly facing that person and laid there for 45 minutes listening to her play. They were fascinated by it.
There are two things that we've come to hold as dear: peacocks and the sound of the train. And so, if anybody ever wants to remember why we honor those two things, it comes back to the sounds and sights. George's Farm.
Everything I have belongs to you. Use it any way that you want to. What's left? Throw it in the stew, 'cause we're living in the good old way.
One of the things I really enjoyed at the festival at the old Arthur place was you hear the trains across the river.
In the middle of the night, yeah.
Yeah, all through, and in fact, one of my recordings, I've got a CD out with live recordings at Embley, and on stage you can actually hear one of the trains whistling in the background.
Oh, could you?
Yeah, and I just loved the sound of that warning signal coming off the train across the Juniata, and it was. In fact, I often used to stop on stage and listen to it. I'd say, "Hey, listen to the train," and that was something I always used to enjoy.
Oh, let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Do it again. I was standing on the corner with the low-down blues, a great big hole in the bottom of my shoes. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Oh, let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Okay, let's pick up the pace a little bit. That's really bragging. Let's try this. Well, let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog.
was a time where there was a lady apparently wasn't familiar with using porta potties. She thought that the little trough in there was a sink, and there was a bar of soap in it.
Oh,
you remember that?
The Janet Ottman Memorial Sink.
Our first year to go to Winfield, I think, was about 87 or 88, the year that Mike Fenton won. That introduced us to what a contest is. We thought, well, why not do this, our newly hatched thing?
That I met Mike Seeger there, and I don't remember what year it was, but I was just so overwhelmed because he was so incredibly gracious. People were so sweet and open and gracious and just folks. That was a very easy group of people to get to spend time with, and I was always so blessed by the opportunity.
Like sometimes 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 7, sometimes 8, sometimes 9, sometimes 10. That's enough